Hello everybody, and I am Copper Animates. Today I'm here with Tom.
Hi.
Today we are going to be talking to you about D&D stories. Now, D&D is a game where a DM or GM, otherwise known as a Dungeon Master or Game Master, creates a world that the players have their characters in, interacting with quests, other NPC characters, and such on. Because how weird people are, there are often some crazy stories that come out of this, and today we're going to be telling you about a few stories that me and Tom have experienced in our years of D&D.
Alright, so, me and my party were going down this canyon. We had someone scouting ahead. Scout wasn't very good, because we ended up coming across some danger. Then suddenly a boulder comes to life behind us and starts rolling down the hill. Of course, we're panicked, don't know what is going on. One party member has the ability to teleport. Can teleport themselves and one other thing. Starts thinking of who to save. This person, maybe this person can help revive the rest of everybody else once they die because of the boulder. Then comes to an idea. Turns around. We keep running because we don't think he's going to be able to stop it. Places both hands in front of him. As soon as the boulder hits him, teleports away. Gone. Apparently he turns up in another city. Destroys a couple buildings because he just teleported there. And then proceeds to yell and scream at this living boulder until it submits to him and becomes his pet.
What did he do?
You roll what's called an intimidation check. Using a charisma skill. Intimidation...
Basically, telling them what to do and then believing you, then being afraid of you. To do a check for something like that, you roll a d20 and add your modifiers. What did he get in this d20?
He got a natural 20.
Which is the highest of the highest as to what you can get out of these things. So, let me guess, he intimidated the boulder into doing exactly what he wants.
He intimidated it into complete submission. There was no chance. It was instantaneously his servant, instantly going to do whatever he said.
So, no matter what happened, that boulder was going to be there, being his buddy.
It was his pet now.
Alright, so it's stories like these that tend to come through, and often the GM is often quite startled by these things. I myself am often a DM. Now, as a DM, I can often throw things at the players that'll mess them up. They have their turns messing us up, I have my turns messing them up. There's this particular ring that I don't remember where the inspiration came from that I made, and I absolutely love it. So, it's this ring, and it's a binding ring, so once you put it on, it can't be taken off unless you take off the limb that was attached to it. So it's this ring, and once you put it on, you hear a screeching in your head that just yells out, constantly into your head.
Now, mind you, nobody else can hear this but you.
Yes. The way the party got introduced to this was there was this orc in the party, and they'd convinced the orc to put on the ring. So he put it on, and then suddenly he's in writhing agony. So he very quickly and rather smartly just took out a weapon and then removed that finger. He currently has 9 fingers. Later on, the Ring of Ghee becomes sentient, and it's honestly quite a heartwarming story when you hear the whole thing. Dwarf tossing is this thing where at some point, some party member or enemy or someone is going to pick up the dwarf in your party and throw them. Doesn't matter where, he's gonna throw you somewhere. It could be towards an enemy, an ally, brick walls, and just... Now, the story with Ravana and the dwarf tossing, she wasn't the one being tossed, the other dwarf in our party was. Now, he had this shield thing, so whenever the slime touched it, it would disappear. And it had a radius effect, so obviously when you got close, the slime would disappear. So what we did was Ravana, who had the highest strength in the party, and a tiefling, which is a half-demon creature, picked up the dwarf and tossed him into the slime. This making the slime completely disappear, however also knocking him out because we threw him into a wall, where the slime was coming out of. Tom, I believe you have a dwarf tossing story, don't you?
So yeah, the thing about dwarf tossing is... whether you like it or not, if you are a dwarf, you're probably going to be tossed. Now, your party members may be thinking, yeah, it'll help us out, but it won't necessarily help you out. Now, whether it's with your permission or not, you will be thrown. This time it was with my permission. We were going up some stairs into a church. We were chasing a evil priest who turned out to be a witch in disguise. And I was thrown at him so that we could probably stop him faster instead of trying to have to catch up to him. She rips off her disguise, uses telekinesis in midair, catches me with his telekinesis, and throws me back at the person I was thrown from. I go flying down these stairs again, only to be knocked out cold for the foreseeable future.
So they didn't even attempt to get you.
No. They just dodged out of the way and let me fly down these stairs and knock myself out.
Another thing about D&D is often a DM will put a lot of work into something that the players won't even notice or go into. Now, this happened to me in the first session of a game that I had done where this party, who Tom was involved with, got invited to go down, got asked to go down and sort out a mutant rat problem in the cellar. So they cleared out the first 2 rooms, they were disabling traps. Sketchi, who was in this game, adopted a rat. They then just decided, you know what, why do we even bother doing this? Left, and on their way out, the bartender tried to stop them. Tom here, and another friend of ours intimidated the bartender into signing over the deed to them, so they ended up owning the bar. So they showed up to clear out a rat problem, left with the bar, and then the funny thing is, then they put a want ad out in the paper again for someone to deal with the rats. That bar is still making money for them in the game at the moment, and they've upgraded it, and it's actually quite a nice bar.
I mean, to be fair, we probably should have taken care of the rat problem ourselves, but we had other stuff we had to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, with the king and just, lots of stories.
Just a lot of stuff going on.
Now,
I mean, I swear that cellar was ready to explode at any moment. I didn't want to be down there another second.
We're gonna wrap it up here, guys. I expect there to be another part out next time featuring sketchi, and I'm hoping that it'll go just as well as it did today. So yeah, once again, I am Copper Animates, in case you have forgotten, and this is Tom.
Yeah.
Yep.
See you guys around.
Bye.